Hey guys, what's going on? Ninshy here, bringing you guys another video, another little vlog update of sorts. Um, I wanted to just kind of update you guys, let you know what's been going on, and really just talk about a pretty interesting topic that I think a lot of you guys will be interested in. If you don't really know about me in particular, but it'll be a lot of fun for you, to kind of, I guess, know a little bit of my backstory and everything like that. So, with that being said, let's get into the update, of course, because you guys need to know that stuff. You guys want to know what's been going on. I haven't made a video in like 2 weeks, so what's been up with that? Yeah. So obviously, I really haven't been putting out content like videos because I've been kind of a little on the lazier side because of the holiday season. I've really been hanging out with friends and just kind of with family and stuff like that mostly. So that's primarily why I haven't put out anything new. But I hope everybody had a really good Christmas, a really good New Year's, because it's 2014. Hey, but yeah. So all jokes aside, that I really am happy. I hope you guys had a lot of good times with your family, your friends. If you were with friends, had gotten all your gifts that you might have wanted. Had a nice little time on New Year's. Might have partied a little with some friends. Had a good time. But primarily though, that's really what I've been doing. I've got a couple little things. I really got money for Christmas because at this point my mom doesn't really know what to buy me anymore. Like occasionally, like it's really just clothes and like money, which is okay for me because as far as gaming goes, I'm pretty much solid. Like I find a way to get what I need, or if I really do need it, she'll help me out. So that's the good sign of it all. Um, I picked up Assassin's Creed 4, and I've been playing the multiplayer on that, which I find to be completely ridiculously fun because of just the sole fact that you're tricking people to think that you're an NPC and you're killing them. I am a ninja constantly in that game. It's awesome. I love it. So much fun. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of that. I've still been playing Monster Hunter a little bit. I kind of took a break from that, but I haven't really been gaming more than normal. It's kind of actually dimmed down because I just been kind of been hanging out. Like I said, it's been the holidays, spent some time with family and stuff, and with school kicking back up, I just kind of wanted to relax, make the best of it. But it's gonna drag me into my next topic here, and the main thing of what this little vlog is about. Sorry. But the main thing that I really want to talk about is YouTube, you guys, because it's funny. A lot of you guys might know this, some of you might not. But I actually have a pretty large history here on YouTube. I have been doing a lot of different things, a lot of different projects. Like the way that I am as far as YouTube's been concerned, or even just really anything in general, is that when I have an idea for something, I kind of have to go for it. Like I can't just sit down and say, no, or I never really tried to mix it with something else that I was doing. I always said like, this is the idea I'm going to go with. I'm going to try and go with it. I had a lot of trouble kind of finding an identity on YouTube, which has been a good thing and a bad thing for me. It's been costly and it's been good because I've lost a lot of things. I gave up channels that had over 100 subscribers. I've been a part of things, and I've honestly, like some people, like even my friends will tell you, like sometimes they don't follow me right away because they're like, he's going to change it in like a week. But primarily what I'm talking about is YouTube. So I'm gonna start from the beginning and kind of let you guys in on just a little bit of my YouTube story. So I started YouTube in about around 2008 to 2009. I want to say it was somewhere roughly around there. I had Smash Brothers Brawl for a little bit, and I was playing online, and I had been playing with a couple friends. The three main ones at the top of my list are Vic, Neo, and Puppy, and we three have been playing for a while, and we eventually want to make like a little crew sort of kind of crew slash clan kind of thing. We're gonna play like a bunch of different games, and at that time, like information about the conduit was starting to surface, and I was spreading it around to everybody because like I found out about the game because I loved Halo, and then I was like on YouTube and I saw it, and I was like, oh my god, let me talk about it. So I spread it around, and they were interested in getting it, and it was a really cool thing. But so I made my first YouTube channel, and it was called SI Ghost Reaper, and that was because I had kind of created a team, sort of, or I had an idea for a team at the time. I should say I can't even say really created the team already. I had an idea for the team that was going to be set in Impact later on, but I made the YouTube channel SI Ghost Reaper, and what I did with that YouTube channel was primarily I uploaded 3 Smash Brothers videos recorded off of my iPhone because I didn't know anything. This is before I knew anything about capture cards or like high powered recording devices to record your gameplays and put on YouTube. All I knew was that there are people on YouTube who recorded gameplays, put their videos up, got views, got popular. And I was like, I thought that was just amazing to me. I thought it was the most coolest thing ever. I was like, I can do that in my own home. I love playing video games. I've always loved playing video games since I was little. So it just made sense for me to try and do that. I uploaded 3 Smash Brothers videos, and then some time went by, like, because the Conduit came out. I didn't record anything for the Conduit. I didn't record anything off of my iPhone for, like, the longest period of time. And I had SI Ghost Reaper kind of sitting in my back pocket, so to speak. Uh, Modern Warfare Reflex came out on Wii. And when that game came out, I was uploading a lot. I uploaded, like, I think 1 or 2 gameplays of that. And then everything else was like these interesting little videos that I did because I later transitioned into making a little social network thing through the website Ning, and I made IGC, which was I think it was International Gamer Community or something like that. Something like that. I'm not 100% off the top of my head, but it was something like that. That was the idea. But it was like this thing that just kind of, it was kind of my tidbit of IGN where it was like, but it was game. It was supposed to be gamer generated and submitted content in a sense where, like, you know, we're putting up the trailers and talking about them, and just different gamers doing it, and not really like a business so much. It was just like a free community kind of thing. But I had these videos where I was going around on Modern Warfare Reflex, and I was like going through maps, and I was pointing out like jump ups and interesting spots and things like this. So I kind of had a bit of a background with commentaries, and I had this for a little while. And so I had that, and I had that going on for a little while, and that's when I made the IGC website, and I had that going up for quite a while. Actually, it was going on for a little bit, but after a while, it kind of fizzled out because Ning started charging for the website, and there was just a bunch of other things, and it became difficult to keep uploading trailers with just a small little team of people that we had. So I left the channel alone. Didn't delete it, but I left it alone. I was back on SI Ghost Reaper a little bit, but I more used that channel to just like upload like random things. Like I uploaded like a Call of Duty Black Ops video, and Black Ops was coming out, and there's like leaked footage of that, and I uploaded that. Really, what I had got invested in after the whole IGC thing kind of toppled, because IGC was before I got involved with the Conduit portal. It was just a website that I had flowing around at the time because I was a part of HVS Network, and Prem was somebody who was giving me a lot of drama, and he banned me from the site and never told me why until like I had to sneak back into the site on 2 separate occasions before I found out. But in any case, that's irrelevant. So after IGC, I wound up going back to the Conduit. I wound up actually running into the Conduit portal because I made a series of channels. Actually, I got into the Conduit portal because I had a YouTube channel called Ghost Sasuke's Corner. I had made Ghost Sasuke. Okay, I made Ghost Sasuke for the win, and I made Ghost Sasuke's Corner right away. And then sometime later, I made C2 Ghost. These 3 channels were primarily Conduit related. C2 Ghost was kind of like a hint at Asim. Ghost Sasuke for the win was kind of a hint at FB Walshy for the win. Like I get inspired by people themselves, and then it's like I see what they're doing, and I know it's something that I can do and that I would like to do. So then I tried to push it for what my cause was, and my cause at the time was really blowing up Conduit because it was an amazing game to me, and it will always be an amazing game. I'll always love that game no matter what anybody says. So I had those channels, and C2 Ghost just kind of fizzled out because I didn't really know what to upload to it. It got to a point where I was just kind of like uploading to upload, and it just slowly kind of like became pointless. So I had that channel. I had a couple uploads on it. Like I uploaded a lot of backup videos, like montages that I didn't feel really fit going on the Ghost Sasuke for the Win channel, because what Ghost Sasuke for the Win was a montage channel. It was basically I was putting up all Conduit montages. At the time, I was actually keep viding a lot of videos straight off of YouTube and just re-uploading them. And a lot of people who saw it were actually pretty supportive of it. They're like, oh, you know, that's really cool. Like, thank you for putting my video out there. Or other people like, you know, it's a great montage, etc., etc., etc. I had one incident with this guy, J Reflex, who a lot of you probably know on YouTube. I don't know if he still makes videos to this day, but hopefully he still does, because he's actually a pretty cool guy once I explained it to him. Like, he was kind of a dick at the time because he was really mad about it. He was like, you know, I kind of stole his video and I'm taking credit for his name. I'm like, but, you know, at the time, I wasn't monetizing any of these videos. I wasn't doing anything like that. I was just putting them out there as see it. You know, that was the game plan for more people to see the videos. Right? Okay, I think I'm good now. All right. My apologies for that, guys. Like, camera was kind of acting up, but I just had to fix it really quickly. But what I was actually saying is that J Reflex kind of came at me and was telling me that I was stealing his content and trying to claim rights for it. But I was like, no, I really wasn't. I just want to like put these videos out there to people, let people watch them and enjoy them. That was really the main purpose of what Ghost Suki for the Win was just to put out montages for the community to see. Because sometimes when you put out a video, not as many people get views as some other people can. So it was like these montages I thought could have got more views or deserved more or just deserved to be put out more than what they were. That was the point of it, to put out those montages. And then later on, the Conduit Portal montage contest happened. We put all those montages out on Ghost Suki for the Win. A couple of them wound up on C2 Ghost. Unfortunately, those montages are lost now because C2 Ghost is no longer in existence. But yeah, so that was the big thing. Ghost Suki for the Win. That was what that channel was dedicated to. That was what its purpose was, and everything. Later on, I wound up, or now going to Ghost Sasuke's corner because that was my gamer tag at the time was Ghost Sasuke, which was I was a fan of Ghost Yami, and like I was a fan of Ghost Yami and T2 at the time, and I just kind of like made my own little thing somewhere along in the line. Because I was into like ninjas and all types of stuff like that, so I was just trying to like make up names. But yeah, so Ghost Sasuke was what I had, and I was rolling with that for a little while. I had Ghost Sasuke's Corner. I had a blog that went along with that channel where I was like blogging about a bunch of different things. I reviewed montages, like some of the montages are on the Ghost Sasuke for the Win channel were reviewed. You can actually still find that blog right now. I believe it's Ghostsasuke's blog.blogspot.com. You can actually go through some of my older blogs, but blogging just became kind of pointless for me, so I stopped doing it. I don't know. I can do these, so it just made a lot more sense. But yeah, so on Ghost Sasuke's Corner, that was just me uploading my own stuff. I had about 4 to 5 Conduit videos recorded once again off of my original iPhone. Excuse me. And I posted those videos up, and a lot of people liked them. And they got a lot of views. So I put them out there on the Conduit portal and everything like that. So a lot of people watched, and then they got the views, and it was really good. It was nice. But at the same time, my primary content that I was actually uploading were Halo videos. I was uploading Halo videos from pro players and other people and stuff. And what I did with that was that I would commentate over it. At this time, I still couldn't. I understood the concept of getting a capture card. I learned that there are devices that I can use to record. But at the time, I didn't have any money to afford one, so I was still using iPhone. So what I would do is I would keep Halo videos and I would use them as a means to commentate over it to bring more content out. So I was doing that for a little bit, and I talked about a lot of different things. I gave a lot of thanks to some people over at HVS Network because I love them. They were great people. They were great friends of mine. I never could hate the network. I just had problems with Prem personally, and I just couldn't stick around for that. I did a video for the Conduit Portal as well because they're like family to me. They were really nice. They accepted me easily. Lack is actually the one who found me because of my videos on Ghost Sasuke's Corner. I was doing a lot of commentaries, and he was the one who found me. And he messaged me. He told me to check out the Conduit Portal. So I'm kind of in a great big of debt to Lact because he's great. I know him as James. You guys know him as Lact or Lact Virus or however you might know him. But he was a great guy, great kid. I miss him to death sometimes. I really do. I hope he comes back to YouTube because he was just fucking incredible. But yeah, I had Ghost Sasuke's Corner for a while. Now Ghost Sasuke's Corner wound up getting deleted because of I ran into watching some Dutchy and some campy videos, and I was watching a lot of montages on FB Watching for the Win. And what happened was that I just really kind of wanted to kind of change my name a little bit, kind of diverse it about shorten it some because it was like complicated for some people to pronounce it and all that stuff. So I just kind of wanted to make it a little easier on myself, and I shortened it to Ghosty, and then I made the channel Ghosty Vids, and this was probably one of the bigger choices that I made because Ghost Sasuke's Corner was heading close to 100. I think, but I wasn't at 100. I was close to it. Ghosty Vids now, I made that channel with... No, actually, I think Ghosty Vids might have had 100 subscribers or more, but that's besides the point. Point being is that I really went into Ghosty Vids with the intention to do everything that I wanted to do. I had a Dazzle. I got a Dazzle because of... in the middle of that time frame, Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 3 came out. When Modern Warfare... Now, I played Black Ops 1 all the way through perfectly fine. But when Modern Warfare 3 came out was when things got a little serious for me. When Modern Warfare 3 came out, I kind of Black Ops, and I was a big Optic fan for a while. And, like, I got into... I got into like making like an Optic account on Wii, and I was Optic Eclipse, and I watched a lot of Hex. I was watching a lot of Predator. I was watching a lot of Apostle. I was watching those Optic players, those main three primarily for sniping. And with that, I wound up really getting into it. And I was Optic Eclipse. I wanted to be Optic Eclipse OG. All that stuff. It was going on for a really long time, and I was doing that. And I got a dazzle somewhere in the midst of that time frame because I remember trying to record and I had to deal with the whole delay thing. I didn't really understand how that worked. So like I tried to record videos, but I quit out like really quickly because I saw what it was doing. And like the only way that I could actually make videos was if I played combat training because it was a lot simpler to kind of get used to it for me. So I just couldn't do that. But in the end run, like Modern Warfare 3 came out, and I still had my dazzle. But in the time that I was playing Modern Warfare 3, still dealing with the delay, and same thing with Conduit, dealing with the delays and all that stuff. Because Conduit 2 came out around that same time frame, and I wound up playing Conduit 2 because I left. Was it Black Ops? It wasn't Black. I'm pretty sure it was in Black Ops when I left. Because Black Ops was when I sent out a message. Because I got Black Ops solely because everybody was kind of done playing Conduit 1. Like we played, but like it wasn't as heavy. We were just too hyped for Conduit 2. So we're like we need to play something in the meantime to keep us busy for Conduit 2's release. And what we did was a lot of us got Black Ops, and we played that, and we were sniping on Call of Duty, and we had a bunch of lobby sniping together, we went in public game sniping. And with that, what happened is that Conduit 2 came out. A lot of us got on Conduit 2, and as many of you guys know from my previous commentaries and just from everything that I've said before, Conduit 2 is not the game that we wanted it to be. It wasn't the game that it was meant to be, designed to be. So a lot of us went back, and myself included. I went back for a little bit of a while. I went back to Black Ops, and I was sniping, and then Modern Warfare 3 happened. Went into sniping with that, started a sniping clan called Style. So if you guys ever go to Style Clan, we on YouTube, I'm the person, me and my best friend Jordan, the ones who started that. And they have over 500 subscribers right now, and that channel is dead. It's upsetting. It hurts. But you know, we started it for Modern Warfare 3, and in the middle of my time from getting Modern Warfare 3, I got a laptop, which is my MacBook, which is actually sitting next to me right now. But I'm not going to hold it up to the camera. So I have a MacBook, and that made it easier for me because then all I had to do was just, well, plain and simple, stream how I needed to. I just got the PC side going. I installed Pinnacle the same way, and I was using my Dazzle to stream. I streamed everything. I used my Dazzle to mainly record sniping stuff, and then later on in Modern Warfare 3, when it was getting tired of when style diluted out, I just kind of started to hate sniping. Like I would just do it for fun, but it wasn't for me to do like quick scoping and all that stuff anymore. So then I got into competitive Call of Duty, and I did that for a while. And I kind of balanced between Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops still. I went kind of back to Black Ops for a little bit to play a little bit of competitive with a few people that were still going, but I was still doing it on Modern Warfare 3. And then that's when I got into streaming and doing GB a lot more. I got the GB matches and streams and stuff like that. I was into GB and stuff like that before because when I started Sudden Impact on Conduit, it was me, Fragdown, Fluxic, and Mofo, and we were playing our hearts out for that game. We were playing our hearts out on Conduit. We had 2v2s. The channel is still up right now. It's the SI team, and if you go to that channel, you will find practically everything we did. I did most of the commentaries, to be honest with you. Everybody was supposed to do one, but it just didn't work out that way. But I have all the gameplays from Fragnout's Pop before I had my capture card, and you can watch our team match series wins. You can watch the 2v2 wins. We went undefeated as a team before the team liquidated out. We went completely undefeated, never lost a match. I actually even have a game where I was commentating over a Conduit 2 match, actually, which was a one flag CTF on Streets. So that was pretty cool. And that channel will always live for me because we have our trailer, our montage trailer, or our team trailer. I mean, I say montage trailer, more of a team trailer, but yeah. And it was a beautiful thing. I loved it. All my shout outs go to Exaltanium for editing that and helping us out with the logo and everything. It was great, and it was a lot of fun, and it just did a lot of good things for us. So, like I said, now I'm over here in Call of Duty playing competitive, and that's when I made the channel Ocean Jumper because I was a big Scumpy / Nate Shot / just competitive Call of Duty fan in general. And I made Ocean Jumper. Ocean was the gamer tag that I was using at the time, and I ran with it. Ghosty Vids, I just didn't delete it. I just switched over to another thing because I deleted SI Ghost Reaper to make Tough Fake, which was used to do all my Call of Duty stuff, my sniping and stuff like that. And then because I was so sick of sniping, I couldn't deal with having Tough Fake anymore, so I deleted the channel. And then I made Ocean Jumper. I just deleted it and turned it into Ocean Jumper for my competitive stuff. And I was doing competitive for quite some time. I was doing it. I had a claw grip tutorial video. I was using the Ocean Jumper video channel for a lot of different things. When the Wii was actually being debuted at GameStop, I had a video where I posted of me playing it. That video had like so many views, and it killed me to delete that channel, but I had to do it. It was necessary. Wait, matter of fact, I'm not sure that channel's actually deleted. Ocean Jumper might still be alive. Let me scratch that. I'm not 100% if I delete that channel, but like I think that's why I didn't delete it, because I had so many views on so many videos. I kept it going, like the claw grip and everything like that. I just kept it, but there is a potential that channel no longer exists. But I mean, if you look it up and you find my videos, feel free to sit around and watch. It's great. But yeah, that's besides the point. So I had Ocean Jumper for quite some time too, and I was running that. And then I got tired of Call of Duty. I just couldn't do it anymore. Like Call of Duty, just like it got to a point where me getting on to even compete in Call of Duty just was like a grind. Like I just didn't enjoy it because it just wasn't my kind of game. Like I was somebody who was raised off of Halo 2, and I love the idea that like I have to aim for my kills. I have to really try for my kills. Like it's not pop around the corner and the fortune of them seeing you first, or you seeing them first, and you shoot and they die. I mean, obviously there's more that goes into Call of Duty than that, but essentially it just wasn't as that bare bones competitive as I felt that Halo was. Like Halo, it's like I have to place my shots. I gotta compensate for so many things with their health is, what weapons they have, what kind of advantage their entire team has over our team, what spawn are they gonna get next. All those things. It was like all those things kind of came into play. I had to time weapons. I had to watch weapon spawns. It was that and Conduit 1 were the same thing to me, because that's exactly what I had to do in Conduit 1. I had to compensate. Did they have strike rifle at top blue? Did they have rockets over in alleyway on streets? Or were the two people in snipe tower holding with strike rifles watching both ends? Like I had to be careful for everything. I had to compensate for spawns, everything. And that's what I liked. That's the kind of style of game that I enjoyed. So Conduit and Halo were very similar to me, and that's why I think I thrive so much on Conduit more than I thrive on Call of Duty. And then, so that was my thing for a while. That was the big thing. And then I wound up trying to like kind of get into streaming and really start pumping out videos and doing content, but I just didn't know what name I wanted to go by. I like didn't want to do Oshi anymore. So then, and I started watching a lot more Halo players. I watched Formal, I watched Ninja, I watched Mikwin, I watched Ryan Noob. I watched a lot of them. So at that time, I was really kind of in a kind of a bit of a situation. I was like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know who I wanted to be. Even for a period of time, I went back to IGC, and I even tried to make IGC Respawn to kind of like revive it, kind of like a Machinima type of thing, like revive it. But that didn't really work out. And I just kind of like said, no, never mind. I don't want to do this. I remembered like really quickly within like 2 weeks that I didn't want to do this anymore, so I just left it alone. But I came back, and I was like, I even went back to Ghosty Vids a little bit and uploaded like a few more videos. I did one more montage. I did a commentary, and I did like a few other videos. And then I was just like, I don't want to run this name anymore. Like, it's just not the name that I want to use. As much as I love it, don't get me wrong, I love Ghosty Vids forever, but it's just, and I love the game tag Ghosty, but it's just not what I want to run anymore. So after I was watching a lot of Ninja, Ryan Noob, etc., I wound up kind of flipping my name around a lot. I wound up being Hyper Ninja first. I was Ninja first. I made the channel Hyper Ninja, and I had a couple videos on that. And that was okay for a while, but just wasn't feeling it. Took that down, came back as Noble. Had the Noble channel going for a little bit. Had a montage trailer out on the Noble channel. Noble was actually working until it sat on my brain for a little bit, and there were some personal reasons involved why I didn't want to keep the name, but at the same token, it just didn't fit for me anymore, and I had to change it again. I changed from so I had Hyper Ninja and I had Noble, and then from Noble I went to Ninja, which was Ninju. So it was like Ninja or Ninju, however you want to pronounce it. I pronounced it Ninju for like the first couple of like 2 months, and then I changed it over just to Ninja because it just made more sense. And then I don't know, like I was feeling it, but at the same time, it just like, I was having a conversation with my best friend Jordan. He was like, why don't you just claim the A and then just be the Ninja we use? And I was like, why not? So then I did that, and I didn't like it. I felt wrong. I felt like I was copying. I felt like I was like directly copying Ninja, which, in a sense, I was emulating him anyways. But it was just bothering me how close it was. I was like, I couldn't deal with it. So then I got rid of that. I was like Ninja. I think my channel was actually Hyper Ninja. Yeah, it was Hyper Ninja. Because I had Hyper Noble, and then I was Ninjas Hyper, and then I deleted that. Came back as Hyper Ninja VS. Deleted that. I came back as Ultra Ninja VS because that's when Ultra Street Fighter 4 came out, and I loved the word Ultra, and I stole it. I took that word with the quickness. It became Ultra Ninja VS, and then I just deleted that, and I became what I am now, obviously. Because after Ninja, I was like, you know what? I didn't know what to do. So I was sitting down, and I was actually going through some videos, and I was like, you know what? I know what I want to do. And then I said, you know, I'm going to be Ninshy because it was a summation of everything that I wanted. I had the little tidbit of ninja because I love ninjas. That's my thing. I love ninjas. If I were to go on my drawer right now, I have a lanyard with ninjas on it. I love them. So I had the ninja element in there. I had the little bit of ghosty kind of thing in there, like my Ghost Atsuki kind of style in there from what I had with Ghosty Viz. I had a bit of that in there. I had a tad bit of Walshy because I loved Walshy because Walshy was one of my favorite pros. T Squared was probably my number one for like the longest period of time until I fell in love watching Ninja. So there's that. But it kind of became what it is. I should say it became what it is, and now I'm on this channel here, and my gamer tag is Ninshy. Now, are there some channels that I left out? I mean, there's like probably one or two that I left out. I'm not even 100% sure. Like when I was gonna join Save on Modern Warfare 3 after Style liquidated, I made a Save Gazos account. I've made montages. Like I said, I've done commentaries. All these channels I've done videos for them, commentaries. I've done montages. I've had a Call of Duty episode. I have it. It's still on the internet to this day. You can actually find it. I've had all these things. You know what I mean? And SI Ghost Reaper is gone. C2 Ghost is gone. IGC is still alive. SI Team is still alive. Just like a handful of channels are gone, and some are still alive. Obviously. We started a team on Modern Warfare 3, which was Evil. Evil's still going. The channel's still alive. We don't upload to it, obviously, because I'm not doing that anymore. But, yeah. But ultimately, like I said, I came to where I am now because I know for a fact what I want to do. I know my identity is. I found something that I symbolize with and I'm okay with and I'm happy with. And you know, like I said, because I had so many different ideas, I wanted to start networks, I wanted to start teams for things, I wanted to build this and build that. It was something that I really was passionate about, but it was just I never could stick with an identity because I never found an identity that I was like 100% happy with. But having the time now, like all the experience I have, like I'm 20 years old, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've been doing this for a little while, but I figured out what I want and what I want to be. So now I roll as Ninshy, that's what it is. I own all the originals to Ninshy. Only thing I don't have original is Twitter. It's like somebody has the Ninshy Twitter, but that's fine because my Twitter was never going to be twitter.com/Ninshy. I have the Facebook page that I own. I have the original Twitch tag. I have the original gamer tag. All that stuff is mine. I own it, and I love that to death. But yeah, guys, I hope you like this little tidbit. It's like who I've been and like what my multiple personas and things have been. Like, you know, I know it sounds crazy. It's probably terrible. You guys are probably like, my God, fucking just make channels left and right. Like, what's wrong with you? No wonder you can't hold subscribers. But it is what it is. Like, I come up with new ideas and things that I'm more passionate about, and I rush into it. But sitting here now, like what you guys are actually going to hear in my next video, I'm going to be talking about what my plans are for this next channel, for this actual channel, not my next channel, but this channel, because this channel is actually going to be my main channel. I'm going to do everything here. The only thing that's going to be separate from here is probably Smash Brothers, and I have a fighting games channel for it, but don't even worry about that because that's not even. So I want you guys to like the video if you enjoy it, subscribe to the channel, and be on the lookout for my next video, guys. And don't mind this blue flashing light. And all right, guys, take it easy. Peace.